Record. Super great. Hey, welcome to our Tuesday night team call. And I'm so sure that we're going to have lots more people that are joining us. But of course, as we start every team call, could I get everyone to turn on their cameras unless you are less than adequately clothed and are in a certain body of water? Please turn on your cameras and we will take a picture. It is just the way that we roll. All righty. Awesome. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we had Darla French come on and share with us, and she was blown away at how many of you guys friended her, number one, or followed her on Instagram. And it was just such a delight to her. She was like, your people are so nice. And how do you have that many people show up on calls? And it was just so great. So she thought you guys were so fantastic. So in conjunction with how everything happened, not only did she encourage us, but just you guys being supportive and being interested in her just really, really encouraged her on her journey. So I thought we would start out with a little bit of fun tonight because y'all know that is my role. And you know, sometimes we just need to be who we are. We just need to embrace the person that we are. So who's ready to play a little game? Anybody? All right. So I'm just going to say, if you want to play the game and you don't have your camera on, that's totally fine. You can still play because you can raise your hand in the thing. So the first thing I'm going to get you guys to do as we're starting out here, what I want you guys to do is I want you to realize that you can send a message to just me. If you open the chat and there's a little drop down message that says everyone or one particular person, I want everybody to go and find me, and I want you to choose that option, okay? When everybody has gotten that option, chat, you're going to send a message just to me, all right? If you don't have that option, tell me and then just send me, you're going to have to send it to me via Messenger, okay? So if you guys are, oh goodness, instructions. If y'all are just joining us, what I want everybody to do, so I want everyone to go into their chat. We're here for fun. Amy says she's unstable. You know what, girl? I figure if I just own it, it'll be fine. We're all unstable. All right, thank you. So everyone's opening a chat. They're going to send a message just to me. This will not work if you blip up and send it to everybody else, okay? I want you to tell me one thing that you think about yourself that you think that nobody else is going to know. Tell me one thing in a private message to me that nobody else is going to know. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a minute. I'm going to turn on some music. You guys think about something that you figure that nobody knows or will be difficult to guess or something like that. And we're going to have to stop letting people in because like, it's going to get really hard to keep on explaining to everybody. All right. Okay. Cheryl is just joining us. Cheryl, what we're doing is y'all are supposed to just send me a direct message on Zoom. All right. Me a direct message in the chat. One thing that likely nobody knows or wouldn't easily guess about you. Okay. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes or a minute and like a couple seconds. All right. Okay, this is going to be so much fun. So if you guys could get a piece of paper, or if you have to use your device that you have, and like, we're going to make a list on this. So you see who all the people are that are on here, right? You see all the people that are on here. You can go and, hi, Amy. Yes.
But I don't know who KJ Locke's iPhone is.
Who is that? Do you know?
That's Karen.
Karen. Oh, great. So I'm just going to change that to Karen. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm just going to change your name, rename you to
Okay.
Karen. I promise it'll be nice.
Oh,
You're like Karen.
I don't doubt it will.
Okay, so Karen is on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna mute you again for a second. So if you can write down everyone's name on a piece of paper, and I am going to ask questions, and you are going to see how many people you get right. Now, I realize that there is a slight unfair advantage because we have some relatives in the room. So I hope that you like adequately challenge the people that should know you. And by the way, Santa's watching. So if you don't know your relative on here, that might indicate your Christmas present value. Just saying. All right. Okay. So the first person for tonight, number 1, loves playing basketball. Loves playing basketball. All right. Number 2, this person went to school in Texas for 6 years. Went to school in Texas for 6 years. This person has had a mole removed from their back. Ooh, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. So now you have to decide how many people have actually had that done and who would choose to disclose that. Because I'm sure that there's more than one. And I'll go through these again. I'm making enough notes for myself that I'll actually be able to go through one more time in case you're like, no, that's not the person I thought it was going to be. All right. Sorry. Someone plays the accordion. Wouldn't it be funny if we had 2 people that did this really crazy thing? Okay. Someone in here is almost 59 years old. Okay. Okay. My 3 best friends growing up all became pastors or ministers, and I did not. That's the next one. That's number 6. All right. I was in a bowling league for 13 years. That's a good one. I would not have guessed that one. Okay. Here's another age one. I'm 41. I've been to Germany. Okay, next one. I've picked gooseberries and made gooseberry preserves. I don't even know that I could name, like I could actually tell you what a gooseberry was, so it's not me. Just gonna give you a hint on that one. I really like to crochet, but haven't in a few years, but really likes to crochet. The next person says, I went to Japan. The next one is that Tuesdays are their favorite day of the week. I think that that person should get a bonus point. Oh, by the way, if you have not sent one in, I get to make it up. Just FYI, and it will be outrageous. So you know. So you better get your message in. This one I'm gonna give a pass to. This person has only one secret in their life that they will never tell. That is the thing. This person has one secret they will never tell. Okay, now I have to count. Oh, this is going to be fun. Hold on. All right. This person, okay, hold on, let me think. Oh, okay, hold on. This person can ride a motorcycle. Oh, hold on. Yeah. This person can ride a motorcycle and was baptized in their Harley Davidson clothes. I'm just seeing who I don't have here. Just making sure. Because I'm missing two and I'm making sure that I have, oh, hold on. Maybe people messaged me. Okay. This is so funny. Okay, I've just checked Messenger for somebody who's, yeah. This person loves gangster crime shows and truly believes that they could have turned those bad boys from their misunderstood and wicked ways with enough love and understanding. Gosh, I love you people, like so much, like so much. Okay, hold on. I gotta see. I think that I know who don't I have?
Yourself?
No, I have myself, and I know who I don't have. I'm just gonna double check to make sure I didn't skip them. Okay, this person is Canada's only secret diamond who was planted on our team to inspire us. All right, so number one, love basketball. Number two, sorry, Trisha, you're just joining us. You're just gonna have to listen because we're just playing a game. Number two, went to school in Texas for 6 years. Number three, had a mole removed from their back. Number four, plays accordion. Number five is almost 59 years old. Number six, had 3 friends who became ministers. Number 7 was in a bowling league. Number 8 is 41 years old. Number 9 has been to Germany. Number 10 was the gooseberries and the preserves and the picking. Number 11 was loves to crochet, but doesn't do it a whole lot, but still loves to do it. Number 12 went to Japan. Number 13, Tuesdays are their favorite day. Number 14 only has one secret that they will never tell. Number 15 rides a motorcycle and was baptized in their Harley Davidson clothes. Number 16 was the bit about gangsters and could turn them with enough love and respect. And number 17 is the secret diamond on our team. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to mark? Keep track. Who is who? Who's who in the zoo? Number one, anyone want to take a guess as to basketball?
Carrie Clausen.
Nope. And it's not Colleen. It's not Jimmy Lou. It's Leanne Cron. Did anyone get that one? Leanne Cron. That's awesome. Number two, who went to school in Texas for 6 years? If you guys can unmute and fess up, do that.
Doris.
Amy says Cheryl. It's correct. Cheryl is correct. Who had a mole taken off their back? I did, but that wasn't mine. Amy Andre. Who plays accordion? What's your guess? Who plays accordion? It's Karen. Karen plays the accordion. I would have thought Jimmy Lou. I thought that would have been a really great guess.
Hold on. I actually have accordion right here, but I can't play it. I actually have one. It's sitting right here, but it's not mine.
That doesn't count. You and Karen should hook up sometime. Okay. Who is almost 59 years old and not a freaking soul would believe them? It's Diana. Not a soul would believe you. Oh, Sherry's saying her dad played accordion. So my grandma played accordion too. The one with the 3 pastors, ministers as their friends, who was that? That was me. I was the disappointment. Everybody became a pastor and it was just me. Yeah. Who was in a bowling league? This one I would not have gotten. Nicole Crawford. Nicole Crawford was in a bowling league. All right. Who is 41 years old? This one I wouldn't have got either. But that's because I'm so young. Lisa is 41. Would not have believed that. Who has been to Germany? I mean, I've been to Germany, but that was Leona's fess up. She's been to Germany. Did anybody get Leona? Yeah, Amanda's like, yeah, I did. See, like, you know, she knows her sister. That's good. Good. The picking, canning, preserving gooseberries is our Sherry Grant. Did anyone catch that one? Okay. Our crochet artist is Colleen. So that was number 11. Jimmy Lou has been to Japan, which was number 12. My current favorite ambassador, who Tuesdays are their favorite day, is Amanda Baker. That's awesome. The person with one secret only that she was not going to divulge to any soul on this call. I feel like we need to work on trust. Either that or she's just so much more open than the rest of us, is Doris Carlson. Being baptized in the Harley Davidson by the Holy Spirit is our own Carrie Clausen, which is really funny, Carrie, because I started to say that they drove motorcycles before you had hit. She's like, oh shoot, I forgot to hit send. And then that popped up. So that was what I was going to say, rides, it's a motorcycle. And then you popped in with that piece. So I think that's really funny. The gangster shows is Sharon, which I agree, Sharon. I think that you could turn anyone. I really do feel like you could turn any of those bad boys right. Yep. And our secret diamond plant, who decided not to join us with the questions and now I think has left, is Linda Fuglerud. So that was mine. So who got more than one right? Put your hand up. Okay, who got 2 right? Who got 3 right? Nobody got 3 right? Okay, so where's my 2 people? How many people got 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need everyone who got 2 to unmute because now we're going to the rapid fire round. Are we ready? It's the final countdown.
Just
needing to confirm that 2 is like 1 in yourself plus 1 other person.
Oh,
Like
if I count
myself,
me,
I got
it's
right.
3.
Count yourself and then you got 3. So if you got 3,
Yeah. I do.
thank you to our rule person. I really appreciate you. All right. Plexus. Okay, are you guys ready? I want to see your hands go up because I don't want there to be like yelling and the delay, right? We're all a little delayed. Okay, so don't say anything. If you know the answer, your hand goes up. Are you ready? And we're going to do like a rapid fire round of questions. How many of us are there that are playing for the rapid fire? Put your hands up if you are playing rapid fire. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. The squares keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amy, are you playing? 5. Okay. 5 people. So I'm going to try to, yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Plexus as it is known today was founded in what year? Sherry. International.
2008.
2008. Sherry gets a point. Okay. What was the name of our first LTO product? What was our first limited time offer product? Hand up if you know. No? Sharon?
I'm gonna guess the pink drink.
No.
But that's a guess.
Pink drink was not an LTO. It was not a limited time offer. That's a good guess though. It was in 2019. Diana.
Active. Oh.
Wow, I didn't think that this one was going to be that hard. Our first LTO was pumpkin spice lean.
Hmm.
All right, here's the next question. Are we all ready? Because Sherry, like when I wrote this one, I was like, Sherry's gonna get this one. What is the massive difference between these 2 products that have a relatively similar mechanism? The one massive health difference, okay? And block. Sherry.
Block has kelp, which means it's got iodine in it, which means it's critical for the thyroid.
You betcha.
Balance does not, although Balance has many wonderful ingredients.
It does. It sure does. You are very, very right. Okay. Okay, now I'm trying to think of one that Sherry's not gonna know. She's got two.
I don't know. I don't
I
want.
tried not to know pumpkin spice.
Yeah, sorry. Name me one name of a convention that we've had. Diana.
Shine.
Yay! Okay, are you guys ready? Hands up. Are you ready? Who was the first diamond in Plexus International?
Ooh.
Sherry.
Sheila Medina.
You betcha. Okay. One more. Okay, ready? Hands ready? Who was the, oh, no. I'm going to make this one harder. Who was the second diamond in Canada?
Good one.
Mm.
No hands.
I can see her face, but I don't remember her
Sherry, do you
name.
know?
It's not Natalie Fuller, is that her name? No, no. Okay, I've got nothing.
Second diamond in Canada.
Hmm.
And y'all are gonna like, ah,
E again.
yes,
Andrew Schmidt.
Andrew Schmidt. Yep.
I was right. That's what I thought.
Okay. Amanda.
I got it right.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of ones that are gonna stump you because I was gonna give really easy ones. What was the name of our very first protein powder?
It was tasted horrible, if anybody wants to know.
I disagree. I liked it. And I don't like things at all. Anyone?
The sip and see where we shared it. I had to admit that I really had to work to like it because it was not my favorite.
Then you tell me what it was.
Oh, I typed it first.
Sherry, what was it?
Oh, man.
Sherry, what was it called?
Oh, I don't know. It was a chocolate vegan, vegetarian, whatever the heck. Mocha.
Sharon, I
mocha
messaged you.
vegetarian or some
Nope,
crazy thing.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Jimmy Lou's right. It's P96. P96 was our first protein powder. And
Oh,
for
yes.
bonus, what's
And you're
the
right.
difference?
That was a protein powder. Actually, I liked P96.
I did too. What is the difference between P96 and lean whey that we have today?
Full spectrum meal replacement.
Indeed, P96 only was protein. It did
Protein.
not have any
yeah.
vitamin or mineral profile. Okay. One more, just for the sake of it, because it's fun. Trying to think. Where was the first leaders retreat held?
Could I have a less?
You're that hungry.
Dallas, Texas. Okay. Sherry wins. Sherry wins the prize. Congratulations. See, wasn't that fun? Did you learn something?
That's sort of unfair. And I'm really not a games person.
Well, that's okay. So all of you guys can come back next week and we're going to try another rapid fire question thing, because I think that sometimes we zone out when we're listening to product information. So next week we're going to do some more things, but it's going to be more heavily on the product. But I like telling history because, you know, just for some of us old birds that have just been around forever, right? Like, did you guys realize that, oh, hold on a second. This was really interesting to me, that Slim was not actually brought into Plexus until, hold on, I have a timeline here. I just want to make sure I'm right. If I'm telling you stories, they better be right. Because the first thing that Plexus had was the breast check kit, and then the breast cream, which is now body cream, but Slim was not introduced until 2009. And then, does anyone know when we reformulated Slim? Does anyone know what year that was? The first reformulation?
That was like right before me. So like 17.
Yeah, it was 2017. Okay, so I want to do one more little exercise before we like dive into something that's a little bit more meaty. I want everyone who has been here for a year to put their hand up. Okay, everyone who has been here for 2 years to keep their hand up. Carrie, put your hand up. Put your hand up. Thank you. Okay. And I'm bossy. Everyone who has been here for 3 years, keep your hand up. Carrie's like, I don't remember. Could you just like, what day, when was it? Everyone who's been here for 4 years, put your hand up. Yeah, Carrie's like, really? Has it been that long? I love you. Anyone who's been here for 5 years, put your hand up. Very cool. So I've been here for 7 years. I actually just had my anniversary date went through, which is so funny because it's wrong, but it's fine. It went through when I was down in Arizona. So that was kind of fun. So now you guys kind of know a little bit more about each other and who's been here for a little while. And if you have questions about history with Plexus, you know who you can go to, right? Pretty fantastic. All right. We're going to do 2 things tonight. And the first thing we're going to do relatively quickly, because I know that your amazing leaders are going to want to share this with you. And I don't need to talk about it, but we had a really great leader call last night. If you are wanting to be part of the leadership with Grow, set your sights on gold and above. So we really want to lean on you guys. And I'm just really excited for the direction that this team is going. Oh, there comes our planted diamond. She's coming back. That's great. So the first thing that we want to make sure that we're doing is we are instituting similar coaching methods. So I just want to show you guys this really quick. How many of you guys love getting coaching from your upline or your upline's upline or your upline's upline? How many of you guys like to get onto a Zoom call and find out what you could do different or talk about? Yeah. I see a few hands. I see some thumbs up. Amanda's going to put her hand up because she really likes to get on coaching calls with me. Right? She's not listening to me. Yeah. Amanda, you really like to get on coaching calls with me, right? Oh yeah. Yeah. No, with Jimmy Lou and Leona. Anyway, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to see what's going to pop up if I say share my screen. Desktop. There we go. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I hate this little. Look, there we go. Let's see, is this the right one? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be a PDF that we are going to put into the Leader Lounge. The Leader Lounge is going to be your one-stop shop for everything business. And this is going to be a sheet that we are going to encourage you guys to fill out at the beginning of every month. So today would be a great time. I'm going to pop that little PDF in there if you guys haven't seen it yet. And hold on just a second, I got somebody. There we go. And so it is just a super easy little tool for us to go through the important pieces, okay? And for some of you guys, maybe you only have 2 people on your team. So obviously your team-wide ambassadors will be the same as your own personal things, right? So this is just an overview of last month. Last month, I signed this many VIPs or brand ambassadors. This month, and then there's this many team-wide, ended with this many points in my organization. This month's intentions are how many VIPs team-wide, and ending with how many points. If this is Greek to you, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, that's okay. We are here for you exactly where you are, and your leader would love to help you. And if they're like, yeah, I don't know what Chanel's talking about either, just send them to me. This one I think is really, really important. Last month, I made this much money in my paychecks, especially for it being November. And then going into December, I'm sure that you guys can resonate that it doesn't seem to matter where we're at. There's always something to spend money on at this time of year, right? So would you like to see a bump in your paycheck? Would you like to see this much more in your paycheck this month? Tell us what that goal is. The other thing I love about this is it's reframing your why, talking about an immediate need or reason to move forward. It may not be a financial goal. It might be a different kind of goal. It may be to replace a job because your spouse doesn't want to work there anymore. It may be so that you can adopt. It could be something different, but it's more of a heart thing than a financial thing. There are financial goals that are in here, long-term reasons for growing personally, financially, and in my impact, which I love. Who I'm locking arms with this month. Their goals for the month are this. That might be a little bit of a question mark. Maybe you don't have somebody that you are actively working with your sidelines. And guys, that is something that we are really committing to, is as leadership, we are wanting to show up more in our team pages and all those things so that you can see who's working. Did you guys know that we have 28 people in that amazing IPA challenge? 28 of our leaders. I want to say that we have the largest showing in Team Awesome from one particular team doing this together. And I love that. Those people should be the people that you're looking at to be like, hey, can I partner with you? Can I like help keep you accountable? That would be really great, but you got to put yourself out there. My intentional thought for capturing negativity and discouragement this month is when my brain starts to go down that road of, hey, it's only the 11th and I haven't met my goal, even close to it, I'm just going to quit. What are you going to do to combat that? And then we have another sheet, then they're together, they're all part of the same package, but they're monthly reset questions talking about what are your personal current setbacks to growth? What are your top 3 strengths that you see? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What am I doing every day to become that person? Maybe you don't have a goal to be a diamond. I don't want to make sure that I'm saying this to you, and you guys don't need to write all this stuff down because I will put the PDF in the Leader Lounge as soon as we're done here. But if you don't see yourself as a diamond, if that is not a goal for you, if you're like, I just really need to get to senior ruby, that's where I want to be, or I just really need to get to emerald, just cross out that diamond and put that piece that you're at. Now, this should be a stretch piece, not like I need to add 3 more people and that's where I want to be forever and ever and ever. I would encourage you, if that's where you're at, to talk to your upline. Okay. I see someone who is this. I'm currently reading this book because we know that personal growth is a big thing. I got a new book, really excited about Success is a Choice. And I am almost done Atomic Habits. So that's what's going to go in my piece of paper. Am I making time to fill my cup with things that are important to me? Am I willing to do what it takes this month to bring about change and growth I want to see? And the very important question at the bottom here that I want to make sure that you guys fill out is the top thing I need from my sponsor is, okay? If we don't know what you need and you see it clearly and it just doesn't get communicated, I use the example, if somebody hates my purple lipstick on here and it's just completely distracting every time I wear it, and they ask me if I could stop wearing it, I'll be like, that is something I can do. If that would help you sign your 10 ambassadors this month and move forward, I will stop wearing purple lipstick right now. Obviously, it's not going to be like that. But if there's something that you need your leader to do, maybe it's book another coaching call in 5 days to follow up with you to see what actions you've taken to hold you accountable, right? Here's the thing about accountability. Accountability is a two-way street. You can have somebody who checks in on you and asks you how you're doing, but when you say, I want you to hold me accountable, it means that you in your mind are deciding, and I mean, you know that I exaggerate a little bit, but in your mind, you need to be like, I am putting the fear of God around that person. I want, like, if I have to tell them that I have not done what I said I'm going to do, that's terrifying to me. And I want that to hold me to the accountability. Don't expect that person to show up on your doorstep and be like, listen, sister, it's time to bust some kneecaps because you didn't do. That's not what we're talking about here. But just make it so that you're holding yourself accountable and you're going to share that accountability with that person. Okay. All right. So that is what we're going to be looking for with coaching for you guys, because I truly believe that everyone here has exactly what they need to go forward. We just need some clarity. Just need some clarity. And what did you guys think about that negativity thing? Anybody else ever struggle with like negative thoughts or self-deprecating thoughts? Things where you're like, I can't do this. Like, anybody else struggle with that from time to time? Yeah. Okay. All right. I got something for you. We're saying all the time. Okay. Because our thoughts truly are what controls our business. I love that. What do we always say? Sherry, it's all up to me. and it's all up to me, right? The end of the month, if you don't meet your goal, you're like, oh my gosh, but it was all up to me, right? The beginning of the month, you're like, hey, it's all up to me. It's so great, right? Why is it that we do that to ourselves? Okay. And so I want to give you guys a tool. I want to give you guys a tool that I got when I was down in Arizona that I found so valuable. And I want you guys to take this and I want you to use it well. Okay. Like, I don't have to share this with you, but I think that we're at the emotional intelligence level here as a team that we can actually utilize this to move us forward. Okay. So I want you just to think, this is a tool that I'm going to use to help to push myself forward. So the acronym is ACTIONS. Okay. ACTIONS is the word. So your thoughts create your reality. Your mind is more powerful than you think. And that is a quote from Neil Donald Walsh, and he's an author. This really surprised me. Did you know that the average adult has between 12 to 16,000 thoughts a day? If you have ADD, it's likely more because they're all happening at the same time. But between 12 to 16,000 thoughts a day, can you guess how many of those thoughts are negative? What's the percentage? What percentage of those thoughts? Throw it in the chat or unmute yourself. How many of those thoughts are negative? Amy's saying 80%. Amy's correct. 80% of those thoughts are negative. Thanks, Lisa. Take care. The interesting part about that 80% though, is that 95% of those negative thoughts, those 80% of those thoughts are repetitive. They are not 80% of those thoughts being unique. They are repetitive thoughts, repetitively negative thoughts, right? I'm sure you guys can think of a couple ones that tend to play in your brain, right? I don't belong here. I can't develop silvers. Gosh, I can't sponsor an ambassador to save my life. I'm in a dry spot. I'm always going to be stuck at this rank. I never know what to post. Insert your difficult thought here. So circumstances, and Emily Gibson talks about this, and I love this, that she talks about how circumstances are always neutral. And we were talking about this last night on our leader call. Doris, yeah, that's a pervasive thought in a lot of our heads. My people are always quitting, right? I can't attract a business builder. I can't attract a runner, anything of those kinds of, anything like that. But Emily Gibson teaches that circumstances are always neutral until you assign a feeling to them. Can I tell you a truth? The points in your back office are just a number. It's neutral until you assign an emotion to it. It is simply neutral. And it can be a bright spot where you're like, huh, there's clarity of where I am. Or it can be, oh, you can attach value to that. Have you ever attached your value to your point, to your points? Your point value ends up being your personal value instead of like 4.3, which is probably higher now because our level ones are 6. I don't know. Anyway, so there are 3 different negative schools of thinking that we can slip into. We can slip into victim thinking, which ends up being super toxic, and it really does impede growth. Can anybody give me an example of a victim mindset? Can anyone give me an example of a victim statement?
I can't do it because I live in a small town.
Hallelujah. There you go. That's a great one. Can't do it because I live in a small. I was like, we should just really take a poll to see how many people live in a small town. And how small is small, really, right, Val Marie? Thank you. The antidote for victim thinking is accountability. Keeping you accountable. The second tank of negative thinking that people can fall into is persecutor thinking. That person doesn't value others. Often they're hostile, and everyone's thinking of the relative that they might or might not see at Christmas who is the persecutor, and they're hostile and nobody wants to sit with them, but you're going to have to see them anyway, right? Everyone's thinking of somebody in your brain. If they're on your team, they'll stunt the team growth and be hurtful. But persecutor thinking can actually be cured, or the antidote to persecutor thinking is curiosity. Slipping into curiosity mode, asking questions. So if you find yourself in that mindset of persecutor thinking, if you can slip into curiosity mode and start asking questions, open-ended questions, you can save yourself from persecutor thinking. The third one is rescuer thinking. And we might be tempted to think that rescuer thinking is really, really good. In fact, it's noble. I suffer from this from time to time. But when it really boils down to it, do you know what a rescuer is? They don't value others' ability to help themselves. They think that they need to come in and be the savior. It seems pure, but it's really focused on self. These people tend to have birds of the nest mentality where those people kind of flock together, but it usually ends in burnout. A way to rescue yourself from rescuer thinking, I think you can rescue your own rescuer thinking, I think that that's okay, is empowerment. Empowering other people to be able to help themselves. Okay, so I'm going to share a screen with you guys and talk to you about actions. So this is an actions worksheet that we did, and it was so great. A stands for awareness. What is your problem? What is the problem? What are you feeling right now? What is your feeling? What is the one word that you're feeling right now? There's a thought that's creating a feeling that we're going to use to make sure that you are feeling in alignment. I feel you guys, because I know that a lot of people can feel out of alignment. And when we're out of alignment, it's really, really hard to do what lights your soul on fire. When you are operating out of alignment, it's like a car grinding down the side, grinding down the guardrail, right? It's no longer aligned in the middle of the lane. Okay, so what is the limiting thought? What's your awareness? What is the limiting thought? The second one is showing yourself compassion about that limiting thought. Of course I'm thinking this because of course I'm thinking this. So I'm going to use an example as we're going through this sheet, if that's okay with you guys, just to kind of illustrate. Sorry, I'm looking for my illustration. So maybe your limiting thought is that you're feeling really lost in your business. You don't know which way to go. You've kind of missed your North Star and you're feeling lost. Your awareness is you're unsure of how to proceed. Maybe you're feeling lost without somebody who quit the business with you. Maybe you are seeing that other people are exceeding where maybe they started at the same time as you and they're blowing past in rank, or you'd hit a rank and you're sliding back. And now you feel lost because you were sure that you knew how to do the right things, but surely if you knew how to do the right things, you wouldn't slide back in rank. This is all just, maybe this isn't you, but this is just a for instance, okay? So of course I'm feeling lost. Of course I am. So you talk to yourself with compassion. Hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a gosh dang professional. People don't get their courses charted as an entrepreneur. I'm not an employee at McDonald's where I can see if I do A, B, and C, then I'll do this. And I show up for work every day, and then they're going to give me this gold star, and they're going to give me this gold star. And I'm an entrepreneur. I have to chart my course. Of course, I'm feeling this way. So then you're going to tune into a new thought. What's the opposite of this thought? You're going to turn it around. And you're going to say, I have everything that I need to direct my sales. There is nothing else that I need to know other than I trust myself and I have the tools available and the know-how to find the answers, even when I don't know. Okay. So with your thought, with your compassion, you're going to write down at least 3 things that you're going to pick from. And there are what's the opposite? What could I be learning from the circumstance, or peace with the thought and seeing where I could go with it. So I would suggest that when you guys do this exercise, and I'm going to get you guys to do it on your own, and I'd love to see what you come up with if you choose to share it with me. And that would be so valuable to me to be able to share that with you. I would do all 3 of these and see what answer resonates with you the most. Then you're going to integrate a new thought. So you're going to pick which thought you chose to tune into, the one that resonated with you the most, to where you are right now, the most authentic thing to you. So, and then the O is for onset of ideas. Now that you're looking through that new thought, what actions could you take? What could you take? Maybe it's specific affirmations that are going to affirm that new thought. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's listing my strengths. Maybe it's asking someone close to you to list the strengths that they see in you. Maybe it's calling out strengths in other people. Maybe it's doing consistent activity every day, committing to that. Maybe it's not breaking promises to yourself. You're going to list a whole bunch of ideas, and you're going to pick the top actions that you want to take, that you are able to take, right? If you're like, man, I would just feel better if I went to Cancun. Well, unless you're going to book a plane ticket, you're probably not going to choose that one as being the one that it might resonate the most with you, but it may not be the one that you choose to execute. And then the next best step. So you can't do it all at once. You're going to pick one idea to move forward with. Which one feels like the next best step for you? What one thing? Okay, we picked a whole bunch of ideas, and now we're going to do one thing. And then the last piece of this that I love, and I want you guys to adopt this into your thinking, because I'm really hopeful that as we grow and we learn how to use this to work through our negative thoughts or our limiting beliefs, that we're going to be able to do the actions in our brains, right? Without even needing to like sit down and journal for an hour. That's therapeutic too, but you might be able to turn this around faster. S is see the value in the initial limiting thought. Gosh, I'm so glad that I sat and identified that thought. Now that you're taking action, you can be in gratitude for the journey that brought you to this. Limiting thoughts are opportunities to do this through work and find aligned action that will move you forward. Great job. So we went from a big limiting thought, a thing that could stunt you, a thing that is freezing you, a thing that you're having a hard time getting over, whether in your business or whether it's in your personal life. And at the end, you stop in gratitude for the process, for the struggle. Because if we never had struggles, you guys, we would never grow, right? I always quote that Bible verse so wrong, but it's through the testing of your faith proves perseverance to, I need to write it out because I quote it all the time and I do such a poor job of it. It's the consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds, because the testing of your faith proves perseverance and all of those things. But it's being thankful for the awareness of the struggle. Doing that sheet in Arizona with a room full of jewels was so interesting because they don't have like jewel sized or different fears or hangups or limiting beliefs than I think that any of you guys do. It's just a room full of people that all struggle with the same kind of thing, all struggle with limiting thoughts and beliefs. And we all do, right? Please don't ever turn and look at your sideline sister and say, she never struggles. How many times in my journey as a leader, I have had people that I lead say to me, I had no idea you struggled. I thought everything was great for you. And I just think, oh my goodness, please don't put that on my shoulders. I don't ever want to look like I don't struggle, because I feel like then you're out of alignment with your team. Does anyone think that that action sheet is going to help them push through some limiting beliefs? Yeah. I am going to post that PDF because now we got all the PDFs. I'm so excited. And everyone else that I've been talking to about the PDFs, they're going to be here. Okay. So you got a little bit of homework this week. The first thing, well, actually you get to decide what order you want to do it. Maybe doing the actions sheet would do really well first before you do your goals, right? I would do the action sheet first, and then I would do the back page of the IPA or of the goals sheet that is that talks about your monthly reset questions. And then I would do your goals, your point goals, your why, clarifying your why. How many of us would just do so well to clarify your why every month? Reframe your why every month. And then keep this paper somewhere where you're going to see it. Share it with your upline, please, please, please. And if you are in a group support chat, can I just say, and you're okay with it, you feel like that's a totally safe space, could you share your sheets in your support chat? Because if you've got 3 people that are supporting your journey, all 3 of those people are going to want to cheer you on and help hold you accountable to those things. But if you are only comfortable with your upline, totally fine too. But if you're good with it, share it with your support chat. If you don't have a support chat, make one. If your upline has not made one for you, you have the power, my friend. Put you and the upline above you and the upline above her, him, mostly her, there. We'd like more hymns. That would be great. That would be fantastic. All right, guys, any questions about any of that? Did you like the game? Sherry's like, I don't like games, but I won. So you can't actually say you don't like games, because then other people are going to say that you're, yeah. Fantastic. All right, guys, shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug. Please join us for the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership on Saturday morning. We are going to be going through, Sherry, where are we? The law of victory. We're on 15, or the law of buy-in.
Yeah,
Oh,
the law of buy-in.
We did the big picture last week.
Yeah, it's the law of buy-in this week.
Law of buy-in.
And just one more quick announcement.
Yes.
Saturday, we're going to have an event in Grow in Health and Happiness. The announcements will be coming out very soon. But the clue is, if you're a mom, you're going to want to be there to hear what's going on and ask questions.
If you know moms, you want them
If
to
you're
be
a
there.
dad, you're going to want to be there. Yes.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to join in. Do we know, is it going to be an all-day event, or is it going to be just like an event, like a time frame event?
Yeah, time frame event, short, 30 minutes, like similar to the last one. A storytelling event to
Fantastic.
inspire moms and dads.
So if you want to bulk up your points on your IPA sheet this week, you're going to invite people to that event, right? So,
yes.
And thank you to Sherry, Amanda, and Fran for being our presenters last week, and expect to be called on for a future event, because we would like to feature you, and it's great. So just as a reminder, our book study is happening at 10 a.m. Central Time. That is 10 a.m. Saskatchewan time. No, 9 a.m. Sherry, help me. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Just hold for a second. Please hold. I knew I was going to do it wrong. But I really committed to it, didn't I? Hold on. Because the only way that we know this, oh, and by the way, you may now register for Super Saturday. When you register for Super Saturday, guess what you will get? 3 promo codes for 1 free year of new VIP membership. I would imagine would be in January. Super Saturday is live and in person or virtual. If you feel like going to Arizona, you can. You can go. Okay, hold on.
So our goal for the 21 Laws is that it be the hour prior to the Plexus Book Club, because Plexus Book Club always runs on, well, typically runs on the 3rd Saturday of the month. And I don't know about you, but I've just really seen mixed times for November. So we're just trying to make sure we know.
So it is the same time as we always have. It is 9 a.m. Central, which would make it 8 a.m. Mountain and 7 a.m. Pacific. So sorry for Pacific, but it also means that it is 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. Yes, because if it's 9 a.m. Central, 9 Central, 8 Mountain.
Okay, yeah, 10 Eastern.
Yep. So from what we see, book club for Plexus should be at the next hour, but not until the following week.
Yeah, 11 Eastern.
And I'm excited for that book. Very, very excited. And Sherry and I won't be there. So you'll want to tune in this week because it'll be awesome, because I'm loving the law of buy-in. And then the next week after that, we are empowering some of our leaders to do the law of victory. And one of them has to wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning to lead it. So just be there for them. Okay. All right. Don't forget, success sprints are happening Q4. We're almost done this year. Very excited to see. And just FYI, if you don't know, if you want to come to Leaders Retreat in March, you have to do the work now in November and December. It's October, November, December, in order to earn your spot to go. So don't say that you didn't know, because I'm telling you now, if you want to come to Leaders Retreat in Florida, I want to go to Florida in March. Yes, I do. Please talk to your upline, make a plan. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for all your time. Really, really appreciate you all. You know that. Wasn't it fun getting to know your sidelines a little bit better? I think it is. And I like making up answers. So if we could do that a little bit more, that would be super fantastic. All right, guys, have a great night.